So, welcome everyone that's here in the physical on this call, and those of you that will be watching or listening to this later on. Welcome to this little gathering on this very, very sacred day of the Venus, Jupiter, and Sirius alignment. And I'm going to, in a minute, I'm going to talk more about this, but I'm going to bring us into a deep state of relaxation. And so we can receive more information about this day. And then we'll move into our meditation. So you can receive all the blessings of this sacred time. And I'm going to start with bringing us into the temple space, setting the sacred space, sharing about the astrology, the meditation. Then we're going to do lots of prayers and anchor those at the end. For those that are listening later on, just so you know the sequence of what it's going to be. Okay, so just take a moment now to close your eyes. Just imagine yourself now standing at the temple doorways to the Gaia Sophia Temple of the Heart. It's a virtual temple space. And just begin to feel your sacred intention in your heart for our time together as you stand at the doorway, feeling your feet touching the ground and the vast universe above and all around you, and just feeling that sacred intention in your heart. My voice now? Good. So just feeling your sacred intention in your heart. And when you're ready, just step through the threshold into the sacred temple space, where you meet all the other beings that are here today and those that will be listening later. And just allow yourself to feel the sacredness of this moment. And your sacred intention. And just take some really, really deep breaths. To bring yourself fully present in this moment, in your sacred body temple and in our virtual temple space. As we now prepare to call in the sacred directions to set our space for our time together. face the east, the entrance to the medicine wheel of life, as we call to eagle, hawk, and condor of the east, and all the winged ones to be with us, to bless our circle. We call to this place of the rising sun and the spring equinox and the first quarter moon, this place of new beginnings and initiation, to be with us and bless us today. We are so grateful as we call to the grandmothers and grandfathers, gods and goddesses of the East. We thank you, thank you, thank you. And we then turn now to the south, to the southern gate in the medicine wheel of life, as we call to Coyote and Rainbow Serpent and Sachamama and all the other spirit guides and keepers of the south and the sacred fire element, this place of the summer solstice and the full moon, this place of the healing of the heart, the place of the fruition and growth, passion and creativity that comes in the summer. We call to the grandmothers and grandfathers, gods and goddesses of the south to be with us and bless our circle today. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. As we now turn to the western direction in the medicine wheel of life, the place of the setting sun and the autumn equinox and the sacred water element, the sacred waters of spirit that cleanse and nourish us, the ancient mysteries of the goddess and the priestess, this place of going within. We honor this sacred gateway as we call to the gods and goddesses, grandmothers and grandfathers of the West to be with us. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. And we now turn to the northern direction in the medicine wheel of life as we call to great white buffalo, to wolf, to owl and sweet hummingbird medicines, to this place of the winter solstice and the midnight sun, this place of the void, of the darkness of the night, where so much is birthed from, this place where we rest and rejuvenate and receive restoration, this place of great wisdom as we call to the wisdom keepers, the day keepers, the star keepers, the dream keepers of the north, all the wise and ancient ones. And we call to the wise one within us to be here, calling to the great mystery of all that is, and to the sacred ancestors of the land we live upon, the original people, the indigenous ones, and just taking a moment to honor these ones wherever you live. And then honoring your own ancestral lineages and indigenous ancestors. Grandmothers and grandfathers, gods and goddesses of the north, to be with us. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. And we now call to our great spirit, to divine source of all that is, to Mother, Father, Goddess, God, and we receive their blessings on this sacred day of this alignment, that we may be vessels of Source in service in whatever ways we can. And we call to the angelic and the archangelic realms to surround us in our sacred space. We call to the star nations, to the star elders and ancestors and our star lineages. And we especially call to the starry mothers and fathers of Sirius and the Pleiades, Arcturus and Andromeda. We call to the golden light of the sun, to Grandfather Sun as he blesses us with his golden light. And we call to Grandmother Moon as she's just past her fullness, as she blesses us with her silvery white elixirs of love. And we give thanks to all the planets, and tonight especially Venus in the heart chakra gateway, and Jupiter as they join together with Sirius. And we honor all the other planets and stars and asteroids and the Milky Way and the galactic center, which is the cosmic womb of our mother. And we call to the great sisterhoods and brotherhoods of light, to the sisters and the brothers of the rose, to be with us, to bless our gathering today. And we open ourselves and our pillars of light to receive blessings now from all these ones we've called in, flowing down through our chakra columns and into Mama Gaia, Pachamama, our beloved Gaia. As we send our love and gratitude to her for all we receive each and every day, we give thanks to her for all that nourishes and sustains us, that grounds and supports us, giving thanks to the nature spirits and devas, to the sacred elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether, the sacred directions, the ancestors of the land, and all the ancient guardians of the earth. We give thanks. And we honor our sacred center, and our heart, as we call to the unified field of oneness and love, the great web of all creation that Grandmother Spider weaves. She weaves all the filaments of light together. And we feel our place in this great web of creation. And we are so grateful for this time to be alive and to receive the blessings of this day. And I'm going to just play this song for a moment. That is the song by Labana, Ancient Mother. So we can just feel the energies of the Ancient Mother coming in now. And I'm just going to share a little bit now about the sacredness of this day. And I know most of you have probably read what I wrote, or you wouldn't be here right now. So some of it will just be reinforcing what you might have already read, but I think it's important to just feel the sacred energies today. So we just had the full moon on Saturday in Aquarius, and then today, overnight, depending on where you lived on the earth, Mercury stationed direct, and so we're going to start to feel that shift. It takes a couple days for it to feel really solid. And also this evening, Saturn and Uranus are going to sextile each other. And there's also, I'm just going to say some of the other ones, but that's not what we're going to focus on tonight. But there's also a grand air trine with Pluto, Mars, and Uranus. And conjunct Uranus is also Sedna, the dwarf planet, and the Pleiades. So they are forming this grand air trine. So that's also going on at the same time as this amazing conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. And the last time I did some research, and the last time that the three were together, so the last time Venus and Jupiter were together in Cancer was in 2001, in August, which is interesting, right before 9/11. And the last time that the three of them, Neptune, Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius, were joined together in Cancer, close, within 3 degrees, so not exact, was in 1942. And the before that, when it was really close, within a degree, was in 1919, right as it was the ending of World War I. So that's the last time. So this is really rare, and I didn't find any of them as exact as this one. So this is like, they're all three are at 14 degrees of Cancer. So, and what's significant about Cancer? Well, Cancer is the energy of the Great Mother, and she is ruled by the moon, or oversouled by the moon. So the whole thing of cycles and the rhythms and the changing energies of the cycles of the moon is very much what Cancer's about. It's a water sign. So this is a grand water trine today too, if you include the North Node in Pisces and the two asteroids, Juno and Vesta. And as we know, Juno is the goddess of marriage and devotion and commitment to relationship, and Vesta is the goddess of the hearth and tending the sacred fire within us. So those are going to be trining, which is a 120 degree angle, with Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius in Cancer. So this is this beautiful watery feminine energy. Jupiter is a very expansive planet. Anything it touches, it expands and magnifies. And I just learned today that Jupiter has 4 moons, and they scientifically have shown that Jupiter actually came from the sun, and it's almost like a sun with moons that revolve around it. So it's a very beneficent. It's considered a planet of good luck and abundance, and just like really positive energy. And Venus, as we know, is the planet of love, connected to the goddess Venus and Lady Venus, and all about the heart, sacred relationship, bringing love and beauty, harmony and balance to our lives and to the earth. That's a lot of the qualities of Venus. So Jupiter and Venus together, so Jupiter is going to expand that energy of the heart, because Venus is the heart chakra. Leo is also the heart chakra, and Venus is also the sacral, and Cancer is the sacral chakra. But with Venus is also very much about love in the heart. So Jupiter's going to be expanding that energy, and then Sirius adds in another dimension. And I've also been learning more about Sirius, because there's Sirius is part of Canis Major, which is the dog star, the dog constellation, and it's right below Orion's belt. So if you ever want to know where Sirius is, you just look for Orion's belt in the sky, and then go down, and you'll see a glittery bluish purplish star, and that's Sirius. But a lot of people don't know there's actually Sirius A and Sirius B. Sirius B is not visible to our naked eye. Sirius A is what we always see in the sky. And I just recently heard about how, from another astrologer, that you can think of Sirius A as Isis and her twin sister, Nephthys, because Sirius is also considered the star of Isis. That's her sacred star. So, but her sister, who was called her dark sister, her twin sister, is connected with Sirius B, the one that's not visible. And just how it is, she isn't that visible. But she plays an important role, and the two of them really complement each other, because one is more the bright sun energy. Sometimes you see Isis with a solar disk on her head, and Nephthys is more of the darker mysteries, the mysteries of the moon, and the darker inner feminine. So there's so much going on, because also Uranus being conjunct the Pleiades and Sedna is very significant. We won't go into that, but if you can just feel what I just said, that's just today. And we're gonna be feeling this like a lot of this week, and some of the bigger ones, like with Uranus and then Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus are going to be in this little triangle for quite a while. So it's a very, very potent time. And I don't know about you, but so many beings I know, including myself, have had a lot of stuff coming up from the underworld, or things that are emerging to be healed. And that's the times we're in. We're in these times of great purification, so that we are prepared to evolve to a greater level, because there's also all these energies to help us evolve and expand our consciousness into the energies of the new earth, the new golden age. Even while everything is falling apart in our world, and there's sadness and suffering and so much going on, we are also being called to come into our higher selves and live from that place, so we can be of service and do what we came here to do on the earth. So, and as we know, this day is, with these energies in Cancer, it's showing us again that the divine feminine and the great mother energy is re-emerging on the earth, and that we need her energy to help bring balance with the masculine, because things have been so out of balance for so long. For thousands of years, we've been in more of a patriarchy. And this isn't, this is for men and women. It's not just women that have suffered from the patriarchy. Men have also. So it's this, it's this time now, the feminine's rising, and she's going to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger on the earth. And there's all these signs of this when you look at the astrology. So with that, we are now going to begin our meditation and activation. So if you want to make sure you're super comfortable, you might want to take a sip of water before we begin. And we're gonna feel these energies, and we're gonna receive some blessings from the energies of this sacred alignment. Okay. So I need to shift something. Okay. So I'm going to play this bowl just for a moment, and then I'm going to turn this, I'm going to stop because I know there's a sound in the background, and that sound stops if I click something. So I'm just going to play this bowl for the beginning to just bring us into our heart space. Sitting in your sacred space with all the energies we've called in. And just imagine a figure 8 of flowing energy from the crown of your head, crown chakra, moving down through your heart and then down into your base chakra, and then up again and through your heart and into your crown. So there's this flowing ray of light or water, however you want to do it. It's flowing from your crown to through your heart, through your base, and then this figure 8 flow of energy, bringing balance and grounding. And just imagine this flow of energy. And then imagine this flow of energy now from your soul star chakra, which is above the top of your head, flowing down into your heart, and then down into your earth star, which is below your feet. And then back into your heart is a figure 8, and up into your soul star. So we're bringing these energies together into this sacred balance for our meditation today. So just imagine that flow of energy. And then imagine the flow of energy now from divine source, coming down through your heart and then all the way down into Mother Earth, and a figure 8 again, and then up from Mother Earth through your heart and back to source, and then back through your heart down into the heart of Gaia, and then back into your heart and into the heart of source. And just do this for a moment, this flow of energy, bringing this sacred balance with your heart in the center. And just become aware now of your heart flames in the center of your heart, the threefold flames of your divine love, light, and power. And just breathe into these flames in your heart as they grow and expand. Feeling yourself centered in your heart, connected to Mother Earth and the universe. And you begin to sense the presence of an angelic being on either side of you now. Just take a moment to welcome them as they begin to slowly lift you now. Effortlessly through the sky, through the atmosphere and the clouds, through the ethers, through the starry realms, until you come to this beautiful temple in the sky, in the universe. And you begin to see this temple off in the distance. And soon they bring you to the bottom of the stairs of this sacred temple. And just notice the energies of this temple that is filled with light. And this temple is a temple of Venus, on the planet Venus herself. And soon you begin to slowly walk up the stairs. As the angels leave you now, they stand at the bottom to wait for you till later to bring you back. And you begin to slowly walk up the stairs where you're welcomed. And you come to the sacred door of the temple. And a priestess of Venus comes to greet you. First, you stand at this doorway and feel the love emanating from this temple. You feel the love from this priestess as she stands before you on the other side of the door. And when you're ready, you're guided to step through the threshold of this temple. And as you do, there's more priestesses that join you now and welcome you as you just take a moment now to look around in this sacred temple space and just notice what this temple looks like, what it feels like to you. What is the floor like? The ceiling? Is it open to the sky? Are there pillars around it? And you begin to sense and hear the sound and vibration of flowing water in the temple. As the priestesses now guide you to the central altar that has beautiful fabrics adorning it, filled with roses and sacred objects. And just notice the sacred objects on the altar and the significance that these have for you in your life right now. Just notice, what are these symbols on this altar of Venus? And soon you notice a bowl of sacred water on the altar with roses floating in it. And you just notice this and feel the beauty of the sacred altar, the magnificent energy. And these priestesses have prepared a sacred chair for you to sit upon at the altar. And you take a moment now to take your place here. And as you sit here, you begin to feel the presence of many beings surrounding you. The priestesses of Venus of this temple. You sense other angelic and archangelic beings. And then you begin to sense, feel, or see emissaries from Jupiter, from Venus and Sirius, surrounding you in the temple space. And you sense the sisters and brothers of the rose. And just take a moment to feel their energies. To connect your heart with theirs, just acknowledging each other. As the priestesses of this sacred temple of Venus come and surround you now. And they ask you to share with them anything that's heavy on your heart that you're needing and ready to release at this powerful alignment. And you just take a moment now to tune into this and receive this. And just share this with them when you're ready. Anything that's weighing heavy on your heart that you would love support in releasing now. And everything that you share with them, they take these energies to transmute and transform them on the sacred altar. So just feel yourself releasing them as you share, turning these energies over to the priestesses who are trained to help in the transmutation and transformation of old energies. And the temple priestesses then anoint your heart with the sacred rose waters on the altar. Just receive this deeply now as they anoint your heart and your chakras to help cleanse and purify these old energies that you have just released. Just receiving the blessings of the sacred rose water, anointing you, cleansing and purifying. And you take a moment now to thank these priestesses of this temple of Venus. You bow to each other in gratitude and they step back. And beloved Quan Yin and Tara from the Sisters of the Rose, bodhisattvas of compassion, they come and stand before you. And you look into their deep and ancient eyes, beginning to connect heart to heart with these two. And these holy ones ask you now, is there anything that you have not forgiven yourself for or another for, that you're ready to have released and healed today at this powerful time and at this divine alignment? Any lack of forgiveness, just share this with them now, releasing whatever this is that you have not forgiven yourself for. Just take a moment to receive what this is. Just trust whatever emerges. And as you share this with them, feel yourself releasing this as they take this to place upon the altar to be transmuted now. And they then activate the highest frequency of divine forgiveness in your heart now, placing a hand on the front of your heart and a hand on the back of your heart. You can feel Quan Yin before you and Tara behind you as they place their hands upon your heart, activating divine forgiveness that begins to flow through your heart, filling every crevice, every chamber, every dimension of your heart with divine forgiveness that melts away anything that you've been hanging on to and not forgiving. And just feel this divine forgiveness flowing through your heart. And as they keep their hands upon your heart now, they have come to activate the 12-petaled lotus of your heart. And they share with you that each petal contains a quality of the heart that they are here to activate at this divine alignment with Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius. So potent. As they activate each petal now, one by one, they first activate the most important of all, and that is the petal of love. And just feel this petal of love in the lotus of your heart being activated now. And they then activate the petal of peace in your heart. Feel this petal being activated by Tara and Quan Yin and their powerful energy of love and compassion. They then activate the petal of compassion and just feel this petal of compassion in your heart being activated. Then they activate the petal of joy. Just feeling this petal of joy activating in your heart lotus. And then they activate now the petal of beauty. Feel this energy of beauty activating in your heart lotus. As they then activate the petal of grace. As you feel this energy, this divine energy of grace beginning to activate in your heart chakra now. And they then activate the petal of divine forgiveness. As you begin to feel this awakening in your heart lotus. They then activate the petal of kindness. And you feel this energy of kindness activating in your heart lotus. Then they activate the petal of divine harmony. As you feel divine harmony activating in your heart lotus. And they activate the quality of balance in this next petal as this awakens in your heart lotus. And they then activate the 11th petal of gratitude. As you feel this energy growing in your heart lotus now. as they activate now the 12th petal of your heart lotus of generosity and charity. And just feel this petal activating in your heart lotus. And just feeling now this beautiful heart lotus with all these qualities of divine love, peace, joy, beauty, grace, compassion, kindness, harmony, balance, forgiveness, gratitude, and generosity. Just deeply honor this heart lotus that is now always here to be accessed as it is now activated. And just taking a moment to thank beloved Quan Yin and Tara, as they anoint you from head to toe with the sacred blue lotus oil, anointing your third eye, your crown, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. Just receiving this anointing of this sacred lotus oil to honor this activation of the heart lotus within you. As you thank these ones for these profound blessings, as you bow in gratitude, and they step back now, as you begin to feel the presence of a very large and loving energy as an emanation of the Venusian goddess, Lady Venus, steps forth before you, surrounded by her priestesses of the temple. And she offers you some guidance today about how you can bring more love to yourself and others. To grow your self-love is the foundation of all other love. And they offer you their wisdom and their grace about this now. And just receive this. And she reminds you how important it is to bring everything back to love and compassion and forgiveness. And that all the qualities of your heart lotus are for you first, to flow through you. And she then asks you to tune in to the threefold flames of your heart. The flame of divine love, this beautiful pink flame. The flame of divine light, this golden flame. And the blue flame of divine power. And she activates this threefold flame of your heart. And just feel these flames growing in your heart of divine love, divine light and wisdom, and divine power. And just feel these flames getting stronger and stronger. She asks you to continue to breathe into these flames as they grow and expand. As she then comes closer and gives you a profound blessing for your heart. She places her hands upon your heart, pouring the highest vibration of love you've ever felt. As this love comes into your heart and flows like water to every chamber of your heart. like this elixir of liquid love and water flowing into every dimension of your heart until your heart is filled with so much love. And just feeling this love blessing your heart deeply, every dimension, every chamber, every molecule of your heart. And then flowing to bless every part of your body, every organ, tissue, bone, molecule, cell, filling with love. Receiving this deeply now as your self-love grows inside of you. And Lady Venus asks you now to deeply honor all your beautiful talents and gifts and the magnificent being that you are. And she takes her hands away from your heart and she asks you to put your hands on your own heart and just send so much love and appreciation and gratitude to yourself. Building your self-love now. As she anoints your heart now with the sacred rose oil of divine love, as you feel so blessed and so loved. This love for yourself flowing through your entire being now, through your whole body temple and emanating out. And you receive this blessing from Lady Venus deeply now as she steps back and you thank her. You bow to each other in gratitude. And beloved Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene step forth and stand before you as you look into their loving and ancient eyes. And they invite your inner child now to come forth to receive any healing she or he needs. And just feel your divine child now. And just feel if there's any healing that this little child needs right now. And just share this with Magdalene and Mother Mary. As Mother Mary wraps your little child in her blue cloak of healing, just let your little child receive this now, to receive any healing they need. And just speak some really beautiful, loving, kind words to this little one now. From your heart to hers. And Magdalene and Mother Mary, they now come close to you. Mother Mary standing before you and Mary Magdalene behind you as they place their hand upon your heart to activate a sacred pink rose in your heart to bring gentle, soft love and healing to your heart and to your inner child. And just feel this beautiful pink rose beginning to activate, awaken, the petals beginning to open, and this beautiful rose to fill your heart, every chamber, every dimension of your heart, this pink rose of divine love. And as this rose opens, you begin to feel and see your inner child transmuting into this beautiful divine child of his or her original soul essence. And just take a moment now to gaze upon this beautiful divine child that you are, seeing their true soul essence now, their divine light that they came in with. Just honoring their divinity, their divine perfection, their divine beauty and grace and innocence and purity. Deeply honoring this holy divine child that is you. And when you're ready, taking a moment in gratitude to Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, bowing to each other in gratitude as they step back now. And beloved Isis and Nephthys, the goddesses of Sirius, step forth to you now. And they stand before you as you begin to connect with them now, heart to heart, looking in their deep, ancient, and starry eyes. Just feel your connection with these goddesses of Sirius, these twin sisters who complement each other. As Nephthys stands before you now and shares with you how important it is to love all of who you are, the light and the dark, and to honor all that emerges within you and to send it love. For it is love that will heal all fear, all inner darkness, all wounds, all traumas. And she reminds you of the beauty of the dark, of the inner world that nourishes us, the dark of the night, the dark of the winter, the dark of the moon that helps us rest and go within into the deeper mysteries. All of it is valuable and worthy. And she asks you now to put your hands anywhere on your body that needs healing and love, or any part of yourself that you have deemed unacceptable. And to just send love now to these parts of yourself. And these parts could be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Sending love to anything you've deemed unlovable, unacceptable. Just taking a moment now to do this. Just saying, I love you to these parts of yourself, these parts of your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit. Just send your love through your hands to bless your entire being now, knowing that you have that power to bless yourself with divine love, compassion, forgiveness, grace. And you take a moment now to thank Nephthys, Isis's dark twin sister, as you bow to each other in gratitude and you feel the compassion that she has for you as she steps back now. And beloved Isis, the great mother goddess, steps forth in her deep cobalt blue with her crown that is the throne of Isis on her head. And she places her hands upon your crown chakra now and pours the highest vibration of love flowing down through your crown into your third eye, into your throat, into your heart, as this love fills every crevice, every chamber, every dimension of your heart now. Flowing down then into your solar plexus, into your sacral and root chakras, filling your whole being with this love from Isis, from this great mother goddess. She then places her hands upon your heart to activate the royal throne of your own heart. Just feel this royal throne that is a symbol of your divine sovereignty. Feel this being activated and awakening in your heart. Feel this beautiful divine throne of your heart, of your divine sovereignty. She asks you to feel your divine sovereignty, to feel how sacred and holy you are. And she asks you to share with her your deepest heart's desires right now in your life. What are your deepest heart's desires right now in your life? Sharing these with her, she acknowledges you and surrounds all you've shared with so much love, asking you now to visualize your heart's desires coming to fruition, whatever these are. And then she asks you to share with her about your sacred gifts that you long to share in your life and with the world. Maybe in a more expanded way than you have already. So just tune into this as you honor the gifts that you carry, your sacred medicine. And then she shares with you what she sees in you as your medicine, and honors you deeply. Just receive this now. And you take a moment now to thank beloved Isis as you bow to each other in gratitude. And as she steps back now, the divine Holy Mother, that is a pure embodiment of love, now comes forth and stands before you. As you take a moment to connect heart to heart with her, this beautiful divine Mother, Holy Mother, the embodiment of love. As you connect heart to heart with her, she shares now with you ways that you can nurture, love, soothe, and comfort yourself. To deepen your self-love with the gentle strength of the Mother, with her gentle strength and the gentle strength of the Mother within you to bless you. Just take a moment to receive from her and feel her love, unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, grace that she pours upon you now as she shares the ways that you can mother yourself more to then be able to mother others, to nurture and soothe. Just receive this from Holy Mother now. Just taking a moment to thank the Holy Mother as you begin to feel surrounded in so much love and compassion, feeling all the beings around you, the sisters and brothers of the rose, the emissaries from Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius, and these divine beings from the Sisterhood of the Rose that have stepped forth today. Quan Yin and Tara, Lady Venus, Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, Isis and Nephthys, and the Holy Mother. Just feel all these ones around you, surrounding you in the highest vibration of love on this sacred day of the joining of Venus, Jupiter, and Sirius in Cancer, and the energy of the Great Mother. Just receiving all their love, giving thanks for all you've received as these ones bless you with their energy, surrounding you, sending their love, their light to bless you deeply before you leave the temple space now. And just taking a moment to thank the sacred altar and this sacred temple space as the temple priestesses, they come and take your hand on either side, two of them, as they guide you to the temple doors, to the stairs. As you begin to walk down those stairs, thanking again this beautiful temple on Venus that you can return to whenever you need this energy. And as you get to the bottom of the stairs, the two angels that brought you here are there standing, and they bring you gently back with no effort on your part as you come through the starry realms, through the ethers, through the atmosphere of the earth, through the clouds, and back down to earth in your sacred space where you sit. And just feeling yourself now in all that you have just received, the activation of the sacred heart lotus within you, the activation of the threefold flames of your heart. Remembering all you have released, remembering your divine child and all that you are, all your gifts, and just begin to feel yourself as this powerful pillar of love, as a pillar of light and a pillar of power, embodying all the qualities of the heart lotus, embodying all your gifts. And just feel this pillar of light from divine source coming down, and just feeling Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius above your head join together, and their energy now flowing through your pillar of light that goes from divine source all the way down into the heart of Mother Gaia. And just feel the blessings now pouring in from this divine alignment. You may feel different colors, you may see different colors, you may feel certain energies, you may receive divine messages as this energy is pouring in from this divine alignment. Just feel the energy flowing through your pillar of light all the way down into the heart of Mother Earth, and pouring into the crystalline grids of Mother Earth. All these energies you've received today, and all this energy from divine source and from this divine alignment of Venus, Jupiter, and Sirius, pouring through your pillar, feeling yourself as a beacon, as this anchors down into the grids of Mother Earth to bless all beings and all life. Feeling yourself as a conduit for this love, light, and power in your life. Feel yourself as this really strong pillar now, with all your gifts. And just feel now in your pillar of light and in your heart, your prayers for the earth and humanity now at this time of great upheaval and change, this time of profound transition and at times uncertainty. What are your prayers now? Feel these deeply and begin to speak these prayers. And as you speak these prayers, feel these prayers flowing down through your pillar of light and into the crystalline grids of the earth to bless the earth and all beings. And I'm going to play this heart chakra bowl again as we say our prayers. And I invite you, if you'd like to unmute yourself to say any prayer out loud, please do unmute yourself, because we're going to be feeling these big prayers together to really bless the earth, all beings, and all life forms at this sacred divine alignment. And as we are these amazing pillars of divine love, light, and power. So I invite you to say your prayers out loud if you're guided, or at least in your sacred space out loud.
I pray for conflicts to be solved through dialogue and cooperation.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mindy.
I pray for peace, clarity, divine purpose, love to all beings, joy, stillness, and love for all humanity. And so it is. Thank you so much.
And feel your prayers now flowing down into the grids of the earth, grounding and anchoring. And I welcome any other prayers that you have on this sacred day. I pray for all beings to remember who they really are as an emanation of divine source, to remember their beauty, to love themselves so they can also love others, to find peace within so we can have peace on earth, to honor all their sacred medicines and gifts, so all that is needed on the earth now will be fulfilled as everyone is fulfilling their divine purpose and their puzzle piece in the great oneness of all life. Every being honored for their puzzle piece, their gift, their sacred medicine. And praying, I pray that this brings healing to our planet as all beings remember who they really are. And I pour these prayers into the crystalline grids of the earth, into her ley lines, her song lines, her creation lines, with all the other prayers. Does anyone else have any prayers they'd like to speak out loud? I pray for all children to feel safe and protected, loved and cherished. And to the end of all abuse, the end of all abuse of power in any form, the end of greed, so that all children feel protected. So Mother Earth is protected in all beings, that all beings may experience the abundance of the earth and all life, where no one goes hungry, where all beings are cared for, and the presence of the Holy Mother and the great Mother Goddesses are stronger than ever before to bring sacred balance back to the earth, that we may live the beauty way, that we may live from our hearts the way of love, peace, compassion, harmony, balance. And I pour these prayers into the grids of the earth. Before we end, are there any other prayers that you would like to speak? Chris, I see you nodding your head.
Yes, yes, I pray that is before us.
Can you say that again? We didn't hear that.
I pray for the great awakening that awaits us all and that is before us, and that we receive it fully in our hearts.
Beautiful.
Matakwiyasa.
Matakwiyasa. Beautiful. And just feel that beautiful prayer going into the grids of the earth, into our ley lines, song lines, creation lines. And all these prayers being amplified and magnified and illuminated to bless all beings and Mother Earth herself. Anyone else longing to say a prayer before we end today?
Just to add that we pray for the earth to balance. Some places are too hot and some are dry, and others are flooded and balance. Gaia, healing for Gaia herself.
Beautiful. And just feel this prayer being grounded and anchored into the grids of the earth. And let us just feel, see, and imagine all the prayers we've spoken and all the prayers we've felt inside of ourselves flowing down into the grids, anchoring and grounding, feeling yourself as this pillar of love, light, and power, compassion, beauty, grace, abundance, joy, gratitude, generosity. Feel yourself as the sacred, holy, divine being that you are. And we take a moment now to give thanks for this sacred day and all the sacred alignments in the cosmos today, and especially the union of Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius as it brings healing, love, change to our planet and to all beings. And over the next few days, may you be with all that has come through today, doing your own prayers for the earth, for humanity, for the return of the divine feminine and the sacred balance of the masculine and feminine on earth. All the prayers, just as much as you can, be in a prayerful state and just keep feeling yourself as that pillar, anchoring that pillar and grounding that pillar. And we thank all the beings that have come forth today sacred keepers of the four directions, the sacred elements, the ancestors, the star beings, divine source, and all the ones of the sisters and brothers of the rose, the Jupiter, Venus and Sirian, emissaries, Lady Venus, Isis, Nephthys, Quan Yin and Tara, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and all who have come to be with us and bless us today. We are so grateful. And we continue to open our hearts and our souls to receive the blessings through the whole night and for the next few days. And may we honor that this is just the beginning as this portal opens today at this alignment. It's opening up new energies and new consciousness. So let us just hold that in our hearts. Hold that prayer that this energy is going to carry forth to bless and help us in the days, months, and years ahead. So may all beings be blessed. May all beings receive the love, the light, the power of this sacred day. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks. So be it, and so it is. Blessed be. And I thank each and every one of you for being here today and those that are listening later. And if you'd like to unmute just for a moment, if there's anything you want to say before we end, I welcome you to do that if you're guided.
Thank you, Deborah. This was really, really beautiful and meaningful and helpful.
Thank you, Joanne.
So really energized, and I just love that what you brought in. There was so much energy just flowing in, and all of that intention with the prayers is it's what's needed. So thank you.
Yes.
And continue.
Yes, you are so welcome. And we all brought this energy in together, and we're going to keep anchoring it. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Good night.
Say that again.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you, Johnny, for being here. We appreciate a male body being here today and anchoring that here. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, everyone. And the exact alignment of Venus and Jupiter is at 10:30 tonight Pacific time. So you can translate that in your time zone. And tomorrow morning, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. and I'm going to a Vista here in Sedona and meeting with friends, Laura, who's also here on the call. And we're going to just do more prayers and anchor more prayers into the earth as we see them very close together. And it's just exciting times right now amidst all the rest that's going on. So thank you so much for being here. All my love to all of you and all those that listen to this later. And what an amazing time this is to be alive, as hard as it can be at times. We're here for a reason. So let us shine our light and share our love and compassion wherever we can. Love you all so much. Thanks.
Love you, Deborah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Take care now.
Yes. Good night, all. Love to all.
Love to all beings.
Bye now. Go in peace.
Yes. Go in peace.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Blessed be to everyone. Bye
Blessed
now.
be.
Okay.